today we would like to welcome Gulbakhyt Sultanova to talk a little bit about her special interest group, which is part of AEA Europe, and to tell us a little bit about why that's interesting and why you should be interested to join and take part in some of its activities. So would you mind just giving us a brief introduction around what your special interest group is, please?
Thank you so much for inviting me. The Holistic Assessment Special Interest Group, part of AEA Europe, was launched in May 2023 on the initiative of a long-standing corporate member from Kazakhstan, the Center for Pedagogical Measurements, which specializes on the assessment of STEM gifted students. This initiative was supported by a leading educational expert from the UK, and especially from Cambridge Assessment. Today, it brings together an international community of practitioners, researchers, policymakers who are interested in assessing the whole learner. We began with a focus on students' cognitive and transversal skills, such as collaboration, creativity, critical thinking. But holistic assessment is really like an unfolding universe. It keeps expanding. Our recent work, for instance, the position paper of our SIG discusses how curriculum, pedagogy, and assessment need to be aligned in a coherent system. So our focus is growing from student assessment to broader system-level questions about how we can understand and support learning in all its complexity.
Fantastic. That sounds really fascinating, and I think it's really important today to take that approach. I know it's very topical in the UK, certainly, at the moment. So who would you say that this special interest group is especially, useful or interesting for, and what would people who do join up get out of it?
The SIG is for a wider audience: assessment professionals, practitioners, researchers, policymakers, and anyone who is interested in rethinking how we evaluate learning. It's especially relevant for those who is working at the intersection of curriculum, pedagogy, and assessment. We particularly welcome independent thinkers, people who challenge traditional assumptions and bring fresh ideas. This is essential for holistic assessment because it is still evolving. By joining, members become part of an international community. You can engage in webinars, discussions, newsletters, and collaborative projects. It's also a great chance to share your own ideas and shape the development of this field.
Fantastic. So yeah, I think there's a lot of different people, audiences who could really be interested in taking part and could share their experiences within the group. So that sounds really good. So what are some of the current issues and developments in assessment that that sort of interest to the SIG at the minute, and that you find that people are bringing up and focusing on?
Right now, our main focus is on designing coherent assessment systems that support holistic learning. Because if we want holistic learning, everything needs to work together. That's why in our position paper, we argue that curriculum, pedagogy, and assessment shouldn't be treated separately. They need to form a connected system based on shared educational values. We also continue to develop our expertise in assessing transversal skills like creativity, critical thinking, collaboration, this raises an important question. If we assess these skills in students, we need to think about teachers as well. Because only teachers who possess these skills can properly develop and assess them. So the key next step for our work is to advance the idea of developing holistic assessment of teachers. And of course, we're looking closely at technology and AI, especially how they might support or challenge holistic approaches to assessment.
Oh, that's really interesting. I think that really shows as well the crossover across some of the other special interest groups that we have as well at AAA Europe. So I think it's really interesting how topics cross the different groups as well. Fascinating. So how can anyone who's interested and who's not already a member of the group sign up then?
Joining the SIG is quite straightforward. You first become a member of AEA Europe, then you select the Holistic Assessment Special Interest Group. But there are also many ways to get involved beyond that. We organize webinars, discussions, newsletters, online discussions, and these are often open to anyone who is interested. Our steering committee is international and growing, and we are always happy to welcome new members. So it's a very open and inclusive space whether you are an experienced professional or newcomer.
Oh, that's great. Okay. And we'll also share the link to the website and to the SIG's page in the post that will be accompanying this video recording as well, just to make it easy for people to sign up. So just to finish then, is there anything that you're especially excited about that you can talk a little bit that's coming up that you think is worth sharing and finishing on that kind of future-looking optimistic note?
What excites me most is the growing momentum. We are seeing more interest, more collaboration, and more practical work emerging in holistic assessment. Looking ahead, I'm especially enthusiastic about deepening cooperation, both globally and regionally. We would really like to welcome new members from the wider European community and Central Asian countries. And intensify partnership between two regions. Being part of the SIG also gives unique opportunities. Last year, a steering committee member was invited as a speaker to an important international conference in Kazakhstan, and we plan to continue with this tradition. With webinars, blogs, newsletters, and conference events coming up, holistic assessment is moving from concept to action. And the SIG is becoming more practical, more connected, more visible than ever before.
Amazing. Yeah, I think it's a very exciting time. I think you've put that across really well. So I hope we'll get a lot of refreshed and renewed interest in people joining the SIG and actively taking part in its activities. So thank you very much indeed, Gulbakhyt Sultanova. And yes, please follow the link that will accompany this video to find out a little bit more about how to join the special interest group. Thank you.
Thank you.